It's me and Dirty 30.
I got a dirty on me.
Do the same shit every time.
Keep a dirty 30, Stephen Curry.
Nigga call it dirty 30. Man, I got this dirty 30. Dirty 30, working on me. With dirty 30. Dirty 30. Got a dirty 30, got a dirty 30, got a dirty 30, got a dirty 30.
Let's go. You guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dirty 30 podcast, your favorite podcast out there in the audio airwaves. I'm your host, as always, Buzzer Larkin IV, feeling fantastic today. Just got the brand new whip, 2003 Toyota Camry, pulling up to the spot. Got my man CK next to me. CK, what it do, baby?
Shit, not shit, man. Fucking, when I'm always feeling good. When am I not feeling good? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Dylan, how you feeling, brother?
It's a fucking beautiful day outside. I'm feeling amazing out here today. It's absolutely wonderful. A blessing from God.
It's an absolute blessing from God. When I pulled up in the backyard today, Dylan had his shirt off, catching all them sun rays, getting his vitamin D. And if you guys can't tell, he also has a new haircut right now. The way he combed this shit looks real smooth like. So let's get into the episode.
Stupid.
All right, let's start things off on the NBA side. Man, what a wild finale to some of these series. CK's Miami Heat handled business against the Sixers, even with Joel Embiid coming back. It might have looked scary for a second for them Heat. Man, they weren't scared at all. They handled business. Jimmy Buckets in his bag this postseason. Milwaukee and Boston went to the wire. Amazing series. Amazing series. Less amazing Game 7. The Grant Williams game, as it's being called right now. He fucking ate. I don't know what Mike Budenholzer was thinking, his game plan leaving him open. And did you guys see that play whenever they called a foul against the Bucks and Mike Budenholzer fell to his knees and like flailed to the ground? Shit. Like, you're a grown man, bro. Come on. Let's go over to the West side though. Man, Memphis and Golden State, that was a dog fight, scrappy series. Hashtag whoop that trick. Grizzlies whooped ass in Game 5. We've never seen Golden State take a fucking 1-2 punch like that. But man, Golden State ended up quieting everybody down. They took care of business in the last game. They called it the Clay game or something. Clay was invisible every other game, but all of a sudden now he's back on Earth. Game 6 Clay. But man, Dallas, Phoenix, most exciting, most surprising, you could argue. Dallas took that series in Game 7 in Phoenix. Whenever neither team had won a game on the opponent's home floor, Dallas won it with an emphatic exclamation point, kicked ass, literally whooped ass. Luka had 27 and a half, the same amount of points as the Phoenix Suns as a whole. So now the next matchups, we have Dallas against the Golden State Warriors and Miami against the Boston Celtics. What was crazy to you about that last round?
Dallas being up fucking almost 40 at half.
Man. Did you expect that?
Hell no. Nobody expected that. I know FanDuel made bank that day. Bank. Everybody was under, you know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah.
Points averaged.
Like I told you guys, I took a nap that Sunday. I woke up at halftime, and I seen that Phoenix had 27, and Booker, Ayton, and Paul were all combined like 0 of 13, had not made a field goal yet in Phoenix in a Game 7. I literally could not believe that shit.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Definitely shocking. But man, Milwaukee and Boston, what was your guys' take on that one?
That was a good-ass series, man. I think Jason Tatum really showed that he's here right now. You know what I mean?
He's here, yeah.
He's definitely stepping up to his potential, and he's fucking young as fuck. He's still got plenty of time, you know what I mean, to keep improving. And who knows? The fucking sky's the limit for the Celtics right now.
So the Bucks took them to 7 without Chris Middleton.
Man.
Add Chris Middleton to the mix. What do you guys think? How does the series sway a different way? Or you guys still giving Boston the upper edge? It's Boston's season this year.
It still goes 7, and Boston barely wins Game 7 instead
honestly.
of
how it was.
A double-digit win.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree 100%.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, Giannis needs a running mate.
He definitely
As soon
does.
as he gets a running mate, bro, it's over with.
I mean, he's putting up 40 and 20. Like, he's doing all he fucking can he?
Yep,
For real.
he's ridiculous. Like I said, he's top 3 most dominant ever.
Right. And Drew Holiday's good and shit, but he ain't like a number 2 punch that he needs on his side.
No, he's too inconsistent.
Oh yeah. You got Brook Lopez's and the Wesley Matthews and shit.
They're great role players. You know what I mean? They'll get the job done, but you need somebody to take you to that next level. You know what I mean?
For real.
They don't have anybody like that.
If he keeps getting defeated in the playoffs and he realizes he needs more help, do you think he would ever leave Milwaukee, or do you think he's one of them players that wants to stay with a team his whole career?
I think he wants to stay with Milwaukee his whole career. I don't think he's that type of dude that would leave, not his hometown, because it's not his hometown, but he would leave the team that drafted him. He definitely wouldn't do that.
What do you think, Dylan?
I think it's a possibility of him potentially leaving, just because and man, you sit there and you fucking grind every day and day out, and you end up losing every year in the playoffs. Like, he's already brought them a championship. He's probably gonna be thinking in his mind like, man, I already did everything I could do for these motherfuckers. Like, they don't want to give me help. I'm going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I will say also in Giannis's defense too, watching a lot of games from that series, Stan Van Gundy was quick to clown Giannis anytime he'd pull up for a three or a jump shot. But I like that Giannis has that confidence.
I love that.
They're in the game where they were about to be eliminated, the game before they forced the game 7, Giannis hit a clutch 3 down the stretch, and then Drew Holiday hit that 3 right after. And it's like, man, Giannis had the confidence to take that shot. You know, you want to see that out of your star player, especially Giannis, who that's all he needs in his bag, and he will be fucking deadly.
Exactly.
And man, it really seems like the international players are taking over the league because Luka Doncic, oh my God, you guys. 20, he's our age. As we all three sit here, he's our age, but he's in the Western Conference Finals, and he just put the Phoenix Suns on blast, absolute blast, especially with the Devin Booker beef going on. You know how good that's got to feel to get that dub. Lil Wayne was sitting courtside, called Luka a hoe and shit.
He called Luka a hoe?
You didn't see that?
I saw it, but they had it the cuss
bleeped
out, so I couldn't read it.
He just tweeted it because I think he tweeted after Game 5 or some shit, and it was just cause. But they're kind of trying
Luka
to.
was snapping.
They're trying to say, oh, Luka's seen Wayne in attendance, that's why he fucking balled out so crazy in Game 7 and whatnot.
Damn near, it could have been a possibility, man.
I know, but I tell you what, after seeing what Dallas did in that last series, I think they proved that anything is possible. What team is going to win that series, and tell me why they're going to win that series? I'll start with you, Chad.
I have Golden State in 6 games.
Okay, 6 games.
And that's if Dallas is lucky.
Ooh, okay. So Golden State's really going to bring it together and get that championship ball back.
Yes, sir. They're obviously not the team that they used to be, but I feel like they're still 3 times ahead of what Dallas is.
Yeah. Steve Kerr got COVID at the end of that Grizzlies series, and it was Mike Brown stepping in. No disrespect to Mike Brown, but I know that your players are going to perform different when your head coach is right there, right in front of you. You know what I mean? It's almost like, you got that parent that's real strict and shit, and you can't get away with nothing, and you got your other parent, they're like your authority figure, but you can get away with shit. The Warriors were getting away with shit with Mike Brown. They looked like shit, like the turnovers and shit.
And Luka's going to have a field day with Steph Curry guarding.
Yeah,
he's going to be posting them up all game like he was doing CP
and Cam
really
Johnson.
Exposing Steph, but Dallas don't have enough. It all comes down to this. Do you take Doncic, Brunson, and Dinwiddie over Steph and Clay, Draymond, Poole. Jordan Poole?
If we were betting men, which we all are, our money would probably go with Golden State because that's a safe bet. But Dylan, what are you thinking over there? Do you think Dallas still has enough to muster it up from that last series? They're going to keep this run going?
Man, I tell you what. I think that Phoenix team, granted that last game, Game 7, they played like absolute dog shit. I think that Phoenix team is way better than that Golden State team. So I think that Dallas beating that Phoenix team is a tremendous statement for who they are and how they play as an organization. Jason Kidd, coaching amazing. I do think that Dallas could win this series against Golden State, especially with how Golden State's been looking, how they looked against the Memphis Grizzlies, lost by 60-something points in Game 5. That's unheard of for Golden State. Granted, it was only one game. They still won the series. I think that Dallas, with Luka, Dorian Finney-Smith hitting his shots, Brunson playing well, Dinwiddie playing well, I think they can beat Golden State.
You're relying too much, think about that, on Dorian Finney-Smith hitting his shots and people like that. You know what I mean?
I get it, they're role players, bro, but they knock down.
Bro.
They ball players, man. They knock down open shots. They can.
Hold up. Let's take a time out here. Let's take a little blast from the past here. Let's go on a time machine here. Let's go back to that Dallas Mavericks championship team. You could compare almost Luka to Dirk in terms of being the sole superstar of the team, but who else did Dirk have around him? I know he had great role players around him, but you don't think that the team Luka has around him, he could make the same run that Dirk did?
The team Luka has around him right now is not even close to the Dallas surrounding core.
Of 2011,
Of 2011,
because they had Sean Marion, Tyson Chandler,
Jason Kidd,
Jason Terry too.
Jason Kidd is really a big impact on Dallas's success.
That's true, but shit, Luka's almost like a J Kidd combined with Dirk. You know what I mean?
Luka's one of one.
Yeah,
for real.
We ain't never seen a player like him, especially the way he can just slow the game down. And
he's like I said earlier, he's a walking 35-10 and 7-8. The only knock on Luka is his defense. He don't play a lick of fucking defense, but dude's a fucking superstar.
True.
it don't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially in today's league.
Yeah. So you're saying in order for Dallas to somehow win this series, Luka would have to be averaging definitely like 30, 10, and 8, like the whole
Luka's
series.
going to have to put up, straight LeBron numbers.
Well, he's
against Golden
glad.
State.
He's definitely going to put up those
And
numbers.
I
feel.
can see it happening, but he's a liability on defense too. He's gonna have to be chasing Steph Curry around the perimeter all series. Klay
Getting
Thompson,
gas.
Unless they
Jordan
switch him,
Poole.
they can switch him and have Brunson chase Curry and then have him like be like a help side defender where like he'll try to jump and close out on people that are shooting a wide open three off of the offense because Golden State's gonna find open shots in their offense with how they move.
Yep.
Dallas obviously is turning a lot of heads. Luka don't have a whole lot of help. Golden State is still Golden State, but they haven't looked as good lately. Chad, what is Golden State going to have to do to beat Dallas?
Play Golden State ball. Move the ball around. Hit 10 to 15 threes a game.
Is there any defensive strategy you can even put on Luka? Or you just got to expect him to get his?
No. You got to let him get his. You got to stop everybody around him. Stop from him driving to the basket, kicking out open three, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
And it's going to focus. They got to key in on Brunson and Dinwiddie and not let them really eat because Luka, like Chad said, is going to get his. If everyone else, like Chad said, is hitting their shots on Dallas, it's over.
So, Dylan, I was going to ask you the question, what's the Dallas got to do to win the series? Do you think the role players really got to step up big?
100%. Like Brunson and Dinwiddie has to show up every game. Finney-Smith has to hit those wide open threes he gets because he'll shoot probably 2 or 3 a game. Same with Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock has to hit his open threes
Reggie
too.
Bullock had a huge, was it game 5? He had like that. 30 or something, didn't he?
Yeah, bro. That's what it's going to boil down to for Dallas because Luka's definitely getting his. So it's all on the role players.
If Brunson and Dinwiddie could play anything like they did in Game 7, we're in for a fucking awesome series. But let's move it over to the East now. Chad's Miami Heat still surviving. Dylan's Brooklyn Nets. They're in Cancun.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bringing that shit up.
I know. But, man, the Miami Heat are going to clash against the Boston Celtics in a classic Eastern Conference rivalry. I'll tell you what, I'm very fucking excited for this Heat-Boston series. Miami's won for a reason. They're top dog, but big bad Boston is knocking on the door right now. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, they're playing good ball. Pritchard coming off the bench, Eaton, Grant Williams filling his role. Chad, who takes this series and why?
Miami takes this series in 6, maybe 7. And they take this series because Miami, for one, almost the same team that they had when they went to the finals a couple years ago. And this is why they was my pick to go to the finals this year.
I remember you saying that.
They play well as a team. Defensively, they're the best in the league.
Yeah.
Period. And defense wins championships.
Man, this is a real tough question.
You think that if Celtics could get through the Greek Freak, backing them, bullying them every game, can they get through the Heat?
I think that it really, man, it could go either way. I'm going to lean Celtics. But these two teams are probably the 2 deepest teams in the Eastern Conference. Like, they have the most talent roster-wise, I feel like, in the whole Eastern Conference.
They each have 4 to 5 players who could score 15 to 18 points a game.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
Yes.
It's going to boil down to defense, and these are probably the 2 best teams in the Eastern Conference defensively. This is like literally going to be probably one of the best series we'll see in the playoffs this year. Like, is this series? It's going to, man, I'm going to lean Boston, though, because I think that Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they just can outscore Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. That's just me.
Okay.
And another reason, not to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
Another reason I'm picking Miami is because you got Eric Spoelstra against this young Celtics coach. You know what I mean? Eric Spoelstra's going to be making adjustments. Who knows what Eric Spoelstra's going to throw at?
Yeah. Eric Spoelstra's a smart
Jason
fucking
Tatum,
dude.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He has the experience. So
Is Kyle Lowry back yet?
I think he will be back for this series.
He should be coming back. Who wins the finals? Of these remaining 4 teams, who wins the finals? And we'll move on after this.
And I think it's going to be a Boston-Dallas matchup with Boston taking it, me personally. Like, I think Boston, damn near, this is their year to win. Like, the way they've been playing is it's just absolutely amazing, astonishing.
Okay.
you
CK,
were sniffing yourself?
no, my fault. I had like some snot. But CK, I know you got Miami coming out the East. Who's coming out the West, though?
Golden State. I have Golden State and Miami in the finals since Phoenix fucking let me down. But Golden State probably is going to be my favorite to win it all. Steph Curry will capture his 4th illustrious championship.
In recent news, Kendrick Lamar just put the whole world on pause when he dropped Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, the double album. Me and Dylan haven't listened to it yet. CK's listened to about, what percentage was that, CK?
I listened to about 80% of it.
About 80% of it. Short thoughts so far.
Short thoughts on it. It's, as a Kendrick album, it's not classic Kendrick. It's a different vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's definitely a different vibe. So if you're going into it trying to hear like classic Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City type shit, you're not going to get that type of vibe.
I believe it. I
You know what
believe
I mean?
it.
It's different, bro. I personally, I liked it.
With all the shit that's been going on in the last couple years and Kendrick taking a pause from rap, I can only imagine how this shit's gonna be.
Right, like to be on like a 5-year hiatus or however long he was out of the rap game for. I thought the album would be better than what it was, but I was looking for a different vibe. You know what I mean? It's just not the type of vibe I was looking for.
Yeah.
But the album, I liked it. It had some good slaps on it.
So what 2 songs did we check out, Dylan, on YouTube?
It was in the N95.
In 95.
That's
And
hard.
then what
was the one with
Heartache
with
or
the
something
deep
like
fake?
The Heartbreak Kid or something.
Heartbreak Kid, yeah, something like that. But that was the one whenever Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the South Park dudes, they did
the face
deep-
swaps.
The Heart 5, they didn't put that
Heart
on,
5, that's
they didn't
what it
put
was.
that on the album.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I was saying too. I was like, damn, I was looking for that song, but they didn't put it on the album.
Okay.
that song was
So that was
dope.
just like a single they made.
Yep,
that they
it was a
just put on
single like to introduce the album
Damn.
coming. You know,
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that, bro.
That's cool. That's cool.
Me personally, I like the Kendrick album a lot. I thought it was
oh, you listen to it?
I mean, I listened to a few songs, probably
Oh,
like 5
okay,
or 6,
okay,
not
okay.
like the whole thing.
Got you.
But I think the messages in the songs are like important. Like
Right.
he spits a lot of facts. Like, and a lot of people today, a lot of kids especially, don't like this type of music.
Oh, exactly. You can tell Kendrick's like on a whole new wave. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think that they damn near like need to fight through that. I don't like this shit. Don't sound like it's not my style. And listen to what the fuck he's saying, bro, because he's spitting facts.
Amen.
Right.
Literally.
Me and Dylan
Amen.
literally was talking about that the other night, watching the video. Like, man, these new school kids would hate this shit, boy, because you got to actually sit and listen and understand it. You know what I mean?
Decipher what's going on. Yeah, bro.
It makes them think and they hate it. That's why.
Literally.
Anytime Kendrick or J. Cole drop anything, even they could tweet something, the whole world notices it. And that just shows you how much fucking bosses they are in this rap game. And everything they do is just great and almost like sacred type shit. So that just sparks the question, Kendrick or J. Cole? Who you guys got in that classic heavyweight debate?
I hate arguing this because
It's such a tough one.
to give one credit, you have to discredit another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is where shit gets tricky.
Who do you guys bump more?
Yeah, I bumped J. Cole more.
You bump J. Cole
I
more?
definitely bump J. Cole more than Kendrick for sure.
Their styles of rap, are they similar or different?
They're different in their own
They're
way.
different in what way? In the flow way? I know they're both very conscious
Flow,
rap. You know what I
delivery,
mean?
all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flow delivery, literally like flow delivery, all of it. Like even like the beats that these rappers pick are different, like in their own ways, in their own styles and shit.
Who's going to win a freestyle battle?
Probably Kendrick. I have to go Kendrick
Give
on
me
that.
Kendrick on that one.
I'm about to say, don't make me
Freestyle.
pull up that control freestyle, them old
give me
BET
Kendrick on that one.
ciphers. Come on now.
Yeah,
That's
Kendrick.
the thing. It's been helly long since he dropped some shit.
It seems like Kendrick's almost like uninterested in rap anymore these days. Dang, like he's already got his bread. He's made. He reminds me a lot of Kyrie Irving. I don't know, it's a weird comparison, but just on how woke they are in America. You know what I mean? Like they know they got their bread now, and like man, they don't gotta take shit from nobody. You know what I mean? And
right.
that's how Kendrick is. I know that's how he is for sure. But you guys are gonna give J. Cole the edge over Kendrick.
I like Cole more.
Take Kendrick's 3 best records versus J. Cole's 3 best records. You know what I'm saying? What you got?
Yeah.
Kendrick, To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad
Good
City.
Kid, Mad City, and Section 80 maybe or
Section
Damn.
80.
Section 80. Okay.
And then you got J. Cole.
2014 Force
Born
Hills
Sinner.
Drive.
2014 Born Sinner.
What's the first album he dropped?
Friday
Bruce?
Night Lights.
Dollar in a Dream.
Yeah, that album. That
Dollar
song.
in a Dream.
That's a song I'm pretty sure on that album where he's sitting on the bench with like the varsity jacket on. Like I fuck with that album a lot, bro. Like that album is hard as fuck to me. So that's
Would
like
that be
my
one of
top
your?
three.
That's in your top 3.
Yeah, 100%. That's my
over
top three.
over what?
Like I'm gonna put
It's called
2014
Sideline Story, bro.
Sideline
That's what
Story.
the
Sideline
Yep.
Story.
I'll put Sideline Story, Born Center, and 2014 Forest Hills Drive in there. But I think KOD and the off season and shit For Your Eyes Only, all those motherfuckers are literally right behind that Sideline Story.
And what the fuck happened to the double album Kendrick and J. Cole was supposed to drop?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What the
Right. They both dropped that Black Friday shit.
Yeah, bro.
Who had a better Black Friday?
Kendrick.
Man, bro, Kendrick snaps on
Kendrick
that
snaps
shit,
on
bro.
everything, bro.
J.
Kendrick
Cole snaps
snapped
on
on-
that shit too, though, bro. They really are like the 2 goats of our rap generation, 100%.
Sure.
The
Like,
2
thank
goats.
God for these 2 rap prophets that he dropped into
For
the
real.
2010 rap game, because
For
they're the
real, bro.
only 2 like standing still from our like teenage years. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? That we
Exactly.
still fuck with like that. In terms of favorites, I gotta go with Cole, but I love Kendrick, man. I love Kendrick. All right, closing the show out here, guys. You guys know I usually close it out with something light, but it's hard to close it out with something light when you live in a fucked up country, when you wake up to some crazy bullshit ass news. So I'm sure we all seen the Buffalo grocery store shooting. I woke up in the morning with a text message in a group chat from Chad, and it was a video of the dude who went into the grocery store. It was only like a 1-minute video, but it was a hard minute to watch.
I woke up to the video being sent to me by my pops. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I just click on it. Little did I know I'm fucking watching some shit that'll forever scar me.
Let's talk about who he was targeting.
Oh yeah, he's targeting straight black folks.
Targeting straight black folks, and even I heard he was even targeting like old folks too.
Oh yeah,
It was
old.
it was mostly all old people.
It was basically all 50-plus-year-old people, bro. Literally.
Like he was shooting them and he was walking past them like when they were on the ground, double tapping them.
Double tapping them, not even giving them a chance to live.
And
Literally,
the motherfucker gets to get arrested and walk out of that bitch alive still. Like, it don't make no sense, man.
He gets waltzed out and shit.
something like this, they shouldn't even let it go to trial. Like, but I was reading something. It was one of the victims' children. They were like, my mom got killed in that, and she's been caring for our dad, she's been his primary caretaker for 4 years. Like, we'll go see him every day. She was getting groceries for him at the grocery store. What do we tell our dad? What just happened to our mom? You know what I mean? And when you think about it, shit like that, it's like, damn, bro. It really puts it into perspective. Like,
it puts it into perspective, and you think about it and shit. And what's fucked up about it all is we're going to talk about this shit. People are going to talk about it. We're going to think about it for a couple weeks, and then the shit's going to blow over, and then another 2-3 months, maybe longer, a year and a half, the shit's gonna pop off again. It's just like history will steady repeat itself.
They just had a shooting last night in California, but luckily somebody like jumped on him, bro. Like somebody jumped on the dude and stopped his ass. The dude that jumped on him ended up dying. It was only one guy. He was like a physician. Basically, the dude single-handedly saved a bunch of lives.
Hell yeah.
Which is like, to me, that shit's the most heroic thing you could do, bro. If you know you got innocent people around you dying and you put yourself in the line of fire and fucking run up and tackle somebody, or even you getting shot, put the motherfucker down enough for somebody else to run up and get the gun from him, you're a fucking hero, bro. You done everything you've ever been asked to do in your life type shit at that point.
Some people don't do shit, and then other people have that call to action, that internal call to action to just hop up and do something.
It's to where it's instinct.
Exactly. And I know sometimes you even hear, oh, don't be a hero. You know what I mean? People say that shit all the time. Like, think about yourself, worry about yourself. But man, whenever there's a lot of other people at risk and you know maybe you can do something to help, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
For real.
Facts.
You know, when shit like this happens too, they try and like they might say, oh, he's insane, or he's, you know what I'm saying?
Mentally ill.
Mentally
that's
ill.
What they use. If you're like black, bro, you gotta like almost live a perfect life. It's like, so say you do anything on that type of level, like fucked up, you're gonna be labeled as a thug, a criminal. You're already labeled as a thug. Anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
A criminal, like low life shit like that. These people be doing crazy shit, shooting up FedExes. You know what I mean? Schools, churches. But like when like a white person shoots up some shit, I hate to bring race into it.
No, I know. It's all right.
In this situation, you didn't.
But in this situation, if you really like look at the shit, if a white person shoots up a place, kills a whole bunch of people, they're looked at like as mentally ill or something was wrong with. You would never hear a news anchor or anybody in the media say this person's a thug or this person's a terrorist or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Try to say like the dude got bullied like fucking for 2 years
like
straight.
That shit, man.
So he decided to snap and shoot everybody up so it's okay or something like that. Like, makes no fucking sense, bro. Thing to me, man, about like this shit, people like this deserve the death penalty, bro. Like, how are the cops peacefully escorting him out, having him go through this whole court process and all this bullshit? That motherfucker should have been shot on the spot, bro. He should have been killed in that grocery store with everybody else he just killed. Like, but he'll go and live another fucking year and a half, 2 years, depending on how long the trial's gonna take.
The trial's gonna take longer than that. I guarantee it.
Like, bro, this shit is the stupidest shit. Like, rapists, bro. If you're a rapist, you fuck with children, or you are a murderer. My fault, cause that's.
No, you're good. You're making a point, bro. Keep going.
If you're a rapist, bro, you fuck with kids in any type of bad way, kill somebody intentionally, you deserve the death penalty to me, bro. You deserve to get your life taken. That's just how it is. That's
Honestly,
how it should be.
That's
how it used to be back in the day too. Back in way back in the old times, like motherfuckers used to give the death penalty for nothing. Like, you used to die for being a fucking witch. You know what I mean?
Get
like,
stoned.
Literally, they would kill people for the smallest shit back in the day, and people nowadays can murder a whole bunch of civilians and get to walk away. Just don't make no sense to me, bro.
In my opinion, they need to get more creative with the death penalty. Like, fuck a electric chair or getting an injection, like drop a motherfucker in an alligator pit or drop a motherfucker out of an airplane, you know what I mean? Or make somebody swallow a tiny explosive so their fucking stomach explode. You know what I mean? Like,
damn near, bro.
Because I know that I'm saying that like jokingly.
Slowly pluck all their fingernails off.
Peel them all back, the fingernails and the toenails, and fucking then after that just stab them 20 times in the stomach, or you know what I mean? Like, make it brutal, set an example so motherfuckers see what kind of consequences they're gonna face if they do this.
At the end of the day, this is just life, but God will punish the fuck out of that kid, bro.
Right.
I firmly believe that. Like, no matter what, you can't escape what you did here on earth. Like, you will fucking face judgment and punishment.
He's gonna have to live with it.
But ladies and gentlemen, you know I hate to end it on that crazy note right there. We had to get that off our chest though.
For real.
We were feeling some type of way about it. But hey, as always, I'm your host, Buzzer Larkin.
I'm Chad Kelly.
And I'm D-Man.
And I think that's
Yeah, that's a wrap, I think.
is that a wrap?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say so.
that's a wrap.